what's up, guys? We're gonna talk to the FSL people here. Who's playing?
Hello, my name is Little Reaper, and I play Protoss, and I've got a Platinum 1.
Nice.
Hey, I'm Chian Pone. I play Protoss, and I am Gold 3. Well, I've achieved Gold 3.
Nice.
Hey, what's up?
Tell me your name, game name, your ranking, what race you play.
I'm Dominic. I'm Deepu. I play everything, and I'm Plat 1, I think. Yeah.
Nice.
Hello, I'm Ethan. I go by ET. I play Terran. I'm like Silver 2. So
Nice.
Menace, Zerg, Diamond 1.
Right.
Hyper Turtle, Platinum Random.
Nice. Tell me your game name, your race, and what level are you?
War Bunnies. I'm a Protoss and low diamond.
Nice.
I am Fenrir. I am a Silver 1 player. I don't know my MMR. I'm a Terran.
Nice. So tell me your name.
Instability.
And what race you play in your ranking.
I'm in Diamond 2 with Protoss, but tonight I'll probably be playing Zerg.
Beautiful.
Hey, I'm Neutrophil. I play random and I'm high diamond.
Nice. And
I'm Chian Pone.
oh yeah, we saw you already. There you
Yeah.
go. And this is ET. He's gonna be casting.
Howdy.
All right. And that guy is Caliber. He'll be playing later too. And that's our FSL group. We'll see you guys in a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I'm joined here by Kwame Timpo. And we're going to have an exciting match, and one you've not seen before, never before seen on Cheesadelphia's stage. A little bit of a 4v4 action. You're just introduced to the players a little bit there. It's going to be on Concord Alley, and I think they've got some spicy things cooked up for us, Timpo.
Yeah, you were telling me a little bit of some trash talking.
Yeah.
Whoa.
They don't play nice.
No,
they don't play nice in
these
this league.
kids these days, I tell you.
Yep, they are just uncouth, unmannered. It's disgusting, really.
But it's beautiful at the same time. Yeah?
Absolutely beautiful,
That competitive
yes.
spirit, because sometimes you just got to let it all out.
Yeah, absolutely. So it should be a fun time. Just a little show match to kind of show more about the FSL. We do, of course, it takes place every Wednesday and Friday. And seasons run a few months at a time because obviously there's a lot of people interested in playing. So there's a lot of matches to do.
Yeah.
Tons of excitement. Some great storylines as well.
I bet
This
you're
league,
very familiar with them, too.
you can start a season with nothing, and then you're diamond by the end of it, right? Like, there's so much improvement that can be done at this level and so many months to do it over. But that said, we're going to be hopping into game here as we are loading into the map. It's going to be Concord LE as we are here in the bottom left-hand side of the map. We've got our pink Terran player from Psystorm's community team. It is Neutrophil. And his ally, one of the many, the dark gray Zerg player, she is Instability. Ooh. Another teammate, the dark green Protoss player, he is Fenrir from Redstone. And rounding it out, we have the light green Protoss player trying to confuse us. We have War Bunnies from Minnesota Barcraft.
Hey. So that's going to be Team ET, okay? And on Team Tempo in the top right, all right, we got here on the right-hand side, give it up for the orange Terran player, ETTT. T to the fourth power. And a little bit above on the red, rocking the red trunks, it is the Terran player, Hyper Turtle, with that Minnesota Barcraft as well. And in the north-hand side, it is our pink Protoss player, D-Poo. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
All right, D-Poo it is. And to round out the most amazing team, obviously, that's playing Team Tempo, it is our yellow Protoss player, Dark Menace.
Yeah, so a lot of players to keep track of. We're going to do team colors to make it a little bit easier on ourselves, I think.
All right. We'll see.
The red versus the blue. That works for me.
All right.
So I can give you a little bit of backstory on some of these players. We have our team captains on each team, Neutrophil and Dark Menace. They're actually KJ's teenage sons.
Yep.
So some pretty talented kids there. Usually vying for that top spot in the Code S bracket, the diamond bracket of
nice.
the FSL. The only competitor that really gives them a run for their money so far is actually none other than Instability.
I saw her playing yesterday.
Yeah.
She did pretty well, right?
She did decently. I mean, almost. Just needed to win, I think, was the big difference there, the key difference. But my little sister, she's climbing up in those ranks as well. A strong Protoss player usually, but playing a little bit of Zerg. Because I think the players are planning on being a little bit aggressive.
Okay.
And she doesn't know how to do that as Protoss.
Oh, well,
hop into the Zerg
I'm sure there's a lot of people here that can help her with that 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. It is NA StarCraft after all, so I'm sure there's help galore. DPU and ET, a couple friends as well, and then we made mention of Hyper Turtle and War Bunnies being both in the same Minnesota Barcraft clan. They're good friends as well, and so of course leaped at the chance to be on opposite teams so they could annihilate each other as best they can.
Well, things are getting a little bit crazy already here, ET, as we have a Ghost Rush with Cloak.
Oh, yes, we've actually seen this in the 2v2 division. Dark Menace and Neutrophil played as a team there, and one of their favorite builds was doing a nuke rush. Double nuke, typically,
Oh
out
my
of
god,
Neutrophil.
yeah. Second Ghost Academy, too. Yeah, so it is going to be double nukes coming out. We got a nice early Baneling Nest as well, right? So a lot of aggression coming here. I'm assuming that cannon is for defense, so, right? You get your teammates to go out on the battlefield, get some craziness done, but then you have a bit of defense at home in case, of course, there's some shenanigans on the other side.
Yeah, and these players, obviously, they range from silver all the way up to diamonds.
Yep.
So there's a lot of MMR difference here. So it's one of the beautiful things, though. We do have individual leagues for each level, but actually, we just saw
I think that was
a
a scout.
Phoenix hallucination, I think barely getting the scout on those ghosts. Of course, at this level, we do have to have a little asterisk of seen, but
Does
maybe
it
not
mean that
noticed.
you saw it? Exactly, right?
As
So
the Ghost Academies were a little bit in the back, and the Ghost doesn't remain there on the map for you to look back in 5 minutes when you remember you scouted and
Exactly.
see. So we'll see if they're aware. Of course, seeing that Neutrophil is playing as Terran, obviously he has a main race Protoss, that may already be a little bit of a tip-off, as he does love this build.
Okay.
We actually have Dark Shrine on the way.
I saw the Dark
as
Shrine on the way
well.
too, right? Nuke in production. There's a lot going on right now, and that's the beauty of a 4v4, right? Oh,
yeah.
Dark Shrine, Blink. We got the Ghost on the right side flying in soon. So the Cloak is going to be done by the time they get there. So I am just rubbing my hands together right now to see how they deal with the Cloaked Ghost dropping into their base.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see indeed. One nuke already finished up, another one on the way. And, you know, it's hard to spot the nukes even at the top level sometimes.
Oh, tell me about it. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many mineral lines I've lost?
The little red dot, of course, of doom. So we'll see how they manage to react to this. We see a lot of air units on the way, of course. That's sort of the flavor of 4v4.
Yep, here we
mass
go.
air. As the ghosts do
Nuclear
go in,
launch
setting them
detected.
on hold fire so they don't accidentally shoot anyone in advance. And he sees a juicy mineral line there.
All right, there's nuke number 1, ET. Nuke number 2 going over on the east side of the map. That's like where we are, like Philly, right? We got to be careful here. We might.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, gotta be careful.
Spotted.
Oh, big nuke. Does manage to get mostly out of there. A few SCVs going down, but nothing.
Oh, no! And they spotted one of them, and of course the second one. They didn't realize that there was going to be a second. 21 SCVs are going to be gone.
Very nice indeed.
Erased. Ouch. That hurts. You felt that one too, right?
Yeah, that hit me in my soul. Of course, they do have Blink Dark Templar tech coming up, maybe looking to get a little bit of counter aggression done. And those Dark Templar, there's a lot
That's a
of
lot
them
of DTs, wow.
on the opponent's side of the map. Instability, she's sort of aware of what's going on, but there's no detection. However, there are banelings. Could manually detonate. However, that's a little bit much
risky,
to ask,
right?
potentially. As a whole base going down here. And Blink will be able to get him out of there pretty much for free. Of course, one Ghost still in there, dropping another nuke. Not as many SCVs here. Basically just bullying Hyper Turtle at this point. Already took out his med mineral line.
He's going to lose the other ones too.
And kaboom.
Boom, baby.
Does go down. Yeah, I mean,
to 28.
Hyper Turtle.
Hyper Turtle is probably hyper pissed off right now.
Yeah, no
hyper
kidding.
angry.
Goodness gracious. As they are moving across the map now, that is a significant force out of blue team. Definitely could still get a lot done here. Is Deepu dropping some additional pylons for Warpins, I suppose.
Yeah.
And the Terran coming out as well. Void Rays coming out for Team Red, though.
I saw the Void Ray speed in production as well, and I also believe I saw Aspire in production. So we'll see if, you know, losing that base will still allow. Oh, no, that was actually the other player, so.
Yeah, I think Instability has Aspire, but has lost a lot of Overlords that were out on the map, so have been hyper supply blocked since the last couple minutes, really, since the Aspire push up. Actually does come in with Mutalisk, but as a Protoss player, didn't quite understand that that's not how that works. Void Rays do come in, they got a good high ground position, but this is a big army out of the blue team here, pushing in. Psystorm drops on mostly buildings, but still nice to have. And man, a big aggressive swell. Beautiful to see here. A nuke does start.
Oh my god.
If that nuke lands, it could change the whole direction of this game, and it's coming close.
Oh my god.
Just a couple moments, and here it comes. The nuke will land.
The blink at the last second was incredible there too, but still a lot of units went down, like the bio got erased. Holy crap, this might actually be holdable just off of that nuke.
Yeah, that was so much damage coming down. Gonna try again. Of course, there's not very many units besides Ghosts, so if the nukes don't land, there's not a whole lot to be done.
But
Definitely
Instability
nice
has quite
out
a
of the
few
way.
units here. Right at the top, they've been waiting at the top of the ramp, and honestly,
another big nuke
scary.
gonna land.
You're kidding me. I can't right now, ET. That was amazing.
That
what
was
the defense of a century.
That was incredible out of Neutrophil there. Those nukes coming in clutch. However, Instability could just spend that 2,000 minerals she's got. They might have an army to hold, but at this point, they still don't have very many units. So unless the enemy continually walks into nukes for the next 10 minutes, it's still looking pretty good for Team Blue here, who has killed all the outside bases of the red team.
Yeah, right. Those DTs were putting in a lot of work during all of that, too. Definitely been super active. I did see the DT Blink researched, so they have a lot more mobility as well. But yeah, the nuke's definitely the MVP in allowing, you know, Team ET to actually stay up in this one.
Yeah, you know, proud of my boys for sure. DTs will blink on out of there. Oh, but another nuke is coming in now as soon as he started defending. That's very good out of Neutrophil. Looks like he's just going to nuke all day, every day is really his plan here. As, oh, and it looks like it may be a big one here as Dark Menace across the map. Micro those DTs.
Oh my lord. These nukes are on fire right now, right? I would love to see how many workers have died after all of that, like, across the board as well, so that's pretty insane.
Goodness gracious, almost 100 workers, almost entirely to those nukes, I believe, as well. So Neutrophil putting in huge amounts of work.
Right? Nuke refill, that's what we're going to call them from now on.
Nuke refill, indeed, but
that's a lot of
unfortunately,
Archons.
A huge amount of Archons, just so much Vespene gas being poured into this army here, and, you know, Tempo, Mutalisks are not what you're looking for here.
No, no. Mutas against Stalkers and Archons, yeah, you know, depends on what kind of position you have, but this one, that's a heckin' lot.
That is a lot to defend against indeed, and there's only so many nukes that can be dropped at a time. I mean, the supplies are relatively even, but the army just feels so vastly superior for Team Tempo.
Well, here come the Archons, right? The Interceptors actually doing some pretty decent work, but the Archons get right underneath these carriers, and they're flying on back. The Mutas, though, so that's actually good instability, getting across the map and saying, hey, yeah, my Mutas might not be able to be that good against their Archons, but I can do a little economic damage myself. The positioning is really good on these carriers and Void Rays, and the Archons have to recall back, and hopefully these Mutas are actually going to notice that. As, you know, this base has been ravaged. The battle cruiser actually came out and got annihilated by those Mutas. This game is off the rails, my man.
Yeah, it's going crazy, absolutely. As we're only 11 minutes in, but it feels like there's been enough action for 3 4v4s.
Definitely.
They're just continually pushing in, but it definitely feels like blue team maybe having to pull back there. They're running out of steam a little bit, and if red team can stabilize it and they're going into carriers, that's going to be a scary position indeed.
Yeah. Wow, so this is nice, though, because I think the biggest issue before was that, yeah, they were getting the nukes on the army, but they weren't really doing economic damage, right? So these mutants have just kind of equalized that almost on their own, right? Being able to disrupt the economy of Team Blue and just not really die, right? They're just being annoying, getting out whenever they see things that are going to pose a threat to them. So really, really nice play there, and a good decision not to stay home and try to defend with the Mutas here.
Yeah, I think that's excellent. I can see a lot of situations, especially at this, platinum diamond
Yeah,
level,
yeah,
where you're
where
just
you
like,
just
okay,
say,
A,
here's-
move the Mutas into the Archons, and,
Yep, and
hope
then
I win.
that's it.
that's all you get. That's all she wrote. But being able to kind of fly away and then have the Archons against the carriers, which are a much better matchup overall, definitely one you can win, as we saw, as opposed to Mulus. I don't know. You'd have to magic box better than Cyril to be able to win that situation. I'm not sure.
You're like, magic box better than Houdini, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you have to be pretty insane there. Pretty big banks, though, out of War Bunnies and Instability, mostly on that gas that they're going for carriers and Mutalisks. So putting a little bit of resources, of course, not sharing with Air Force.
I know, right?
Who have been
Hey,
absolutely
dropping some
annihilated throughout
minerals
this
here.
game.
Okay, another base gonna go down here. So yeah, right. Is this Deepu or Dark Menace, the one with the stalkers right there? I wasn't sure,
I think
but
Dark
either
Menace
way.
has been pretty heavily on just the DTs, maybe
Okay.
swapping into other things now as well. But he also lost an entire mineral line. I
Yes.
think he was only on one base at that point in time. So definitely hurting for it, those.
Sarah, what have you done?
Kerrigan, the die you cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it.
When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base.
I made my peace long ago.
Consider it done. For ire. Indeed.
Welcome back, guys. It's FSL time once again. Good seeing you all. Well, we don't have music, do we? Should probably put that on. All right. So what's tonight? What do we got tonight, guys? Let's show the map selections for tonight. Actually, the matches tonight, not the map selections. There you go. So tonight we'll have 2v2. Only one 2v2 because the other one could not make it. So it'll be Noka versus Eclipse. This will be a replay. So it's not gonna be live at all. So we don't have the players on. They were not able to make it. Alright. And then we also have Code A. This will be a replay again. Mighty Ant versus Dark Cake. Mighty Ant has volleyball tonight. So they played that ahead of time. So that'll be off for replay. And the only live game we do have is the Code S match. Instability versus Dark Menace. So we'll get that as the last match after we cast the first two matches, which are replay. So, there's not going to be a whole lot of delays because the games are already done. So that's cool. So let's do it, guys. Code A, 2v2, and a few other matches here. Move up to this. Alright, let me just put on my headset to make sure I hear this properly. Alright. Okay, so let me load up the replay and we'll get started on the Noka versus Eclipse. We'll jump right into it, guys. This is a league match. Actually, before I jump right into it, I lied. Let's go take a look. So this is the schedule we got going on. Noka Eclipse. We only have probably two broadcasts left. So we're almost there, guys. We're almost there for the playoffs. And if we look, you guys can look at Liquipedia. You guys can see it in there. Liquipedia has our standings, and you guys can check that out yourself. In Code S, very big match here. Vales is 8-0. Let's go make that bigger here. There you go. Vales is 8-0. Dark Menace is 5-1, so he's playing tonight. Instability needs this. I think she needs this. She can't lose 2 games. She might be in danger if she doesn't win it to be knocked out of the playoffs. So she needs. I think she can't lose 2 games. I'm not quite sure how the math works out there, right? Because then it'll be a tiebreaker. Although she beat DLS Mizell, so maybe she doesn't need to win. I'm not sure, as you can tell. And Code A, which will play tonight. The Archaic is at the edge of playoffs. He needs to win this. Mighty Ant is out of the playoffs. So, and then on the 2v2 side, so the standing so far, Nooblord Great, that's them. They're 4th place. They're facing the 2nd place team. So yeah, there's playoff implications for seedings. So yeah, that's what we got going on, guys. So, alright. Well, let's go get our map started for 2v2. Eclipse versus Noka. They did their vetoes, so we're going to start off with Roscallion for game 1. We'll load that up right now and do the intros, and let's get going. Alright, cool. So let's load up the game, and we'll see you guys. We'll do the intros and all that stuff. It'll be Noka versus Eclipse. Oh no, it's unopened to open the replay? Oh my goodness. Hold on a minute, guys. We'll be right back. You know, we're gonna start with the Code A match because the replay that they sent me is broken. So they're gonna resend that to me. Ah, man, these guys. Let's go load the other map, which is... The other match is Code A, the Archaic versus Mighty Ant. We'll start with that one. I'm gonna assume this one works. So... These guys... The Archaic usually is on the ball, so... And that one does work. Alright. Got something working, finally.
You're watching FSL Season 6.
Okay, guys. We're loaded up into the first map tonight. In the top left, the Protoss player.
The Archaic.
And yeah, you can see it's a replay, right? You can see all that. That didn't happen just now. They don't really do the pauses. The bottom right, he's playing Protoss.
Mighty Ant.
The Mighty Ant plays all the races, but I think he's best as Protoss. And he's going to be scouting. So is the Archaic. They pass each other almost right in the middle. That's pretty good. Let's put on some music. There you go. Alright, Code A match here. I favor the Archaic here. And he usually does a gas steal. And Mighty Ant, you know, very good job here preventing that gas steal. Oh, will Mighty Ant do it, his gas steal? He could. He doesn't want to. Oh, he is gonna do it. Alright, so... Oh, how the tables have turned. Or as someone likes to say, oh, how the turns have tabled. So that's very good for good start for him. Don't lose this probe though. Do not lose this probe, Mighty Ant. Go home. You're lucky the Archaic wasn't paying attention to that. He could have probably zapped you on the way out. Okay, well, he's going to chrono some stalkers. He didn't start his warp gate. 3? No, that's 2 gate. It was 3 gate. He's working on it. And the Archaic gets his gas back. A fast expansion for the Archaic, and he actually does not see that the Nexus is being made, so because he was out of vision, and he's gonna pressure Mighty Ant with 2 stalkers. I hope he didn't forget Warp Gate, because I think he did. Well, let's see what these stalkers do. I'm not sure how his control is. He's going pretty deep in here. Oh, he's got some couple of good shots already. Yeah, that Stalker is in trouble actually. But there is a shield battery on the high ground, so totally fine. Mighty Ant is giving a lot of pressure here. And probably time to go. When he does this, he usually does not macro behind. So that's the only thing I don't like about it. But he is gonna go back. I like it. You know, at the lower levels, Code A, they do a lot of micro and then they forget to do the infrastructure work in the back. So it's good to see that he didn't fall too far behind or get too distracted doing that. You know, even after all that, the Archaic has the worker lead. So you can see what he's doing doesn't really do anything. Right? He's the one that's delaying himself because he was not probing. So during that time, the Archaic's the one that was probing. And he takes the lead. And this is curious. The Archaic puts his Robo right up front. Of course, that wasn't seen yet because, you know, the Stalkers left too early for Mighty Ant. Mighty Ant is going Blink. Yeah, the Archaic with a nice worker lead here. Mighty Ant does have the army lead. That's a lot of stalkers. His blink stalkers could be very dangerous if he gets up there. And a very nice scout here for the Archaic. He's gonna spot a lot of stalkers, maybe. Ooh, I love this. Mighty Ant getting a fast third. Yeah, now he's gonna see that many stalkers. So maybe that'll make him defensive. And if Mighty Ant just keeps making workers, he'll get way ahead, right? So, Mighty Ant just needs to keep making stuff. That is the key here, guys. The Archaic is making Immortals, which is really good against... He's macroing too, so you can see that. So, with this third base for Mighty Ant, he has a chance to get ahead. Of course, even just now, he's still behind by 3 workers, so... It's not working out for him just yet. So, hopefully later on, it'll pay dividends for him by doing that. Because he usually doesn't do this. He's usually falling behind and likes to do some 2-base timing. But this time it's a very different. He's got a third base. The Archaic is very solid. So the way you beat him, you gotta play solid. You can't just be microing everywhere non-stop. You have to macro. See, look at the Archaic's already gonna expand too. Oh my gosh, a 6 worker lead? And Mighty Ant has the money. Yes. He's just not making workers. And look, the Archaic caught up in army size. You're gonna have to. I think he's gonna have to watch the replay on what he's doing because he's not making workers. He's falling 6 workers behind despite having a faster second nexus and a faster third nexus. That's a huge worker deficit. I think what you need to do, guys, if you're kind of new to the game, just keep pressing that E button as you rotate through and just keep pressing it. Just keep making stuff. That's what he's not doing, and that's why he's falling quiet behind. Even despite, you know, taking that nice lead. But he is upgrading, and he's going to get a second robo. So he's getting a... The Archaic doesn't have a robo for upgrade, so he'll fall behind on that. But the Archaic looks like he may be going Disruptors. You know, the Mighty Ant got a really fast Blink Stalker upgrade, but he's not really using his Stalkers. But I love this, though. He's adding a ton of gateways. I'm still shocked how much workers behind he is, though. But he is... So that's what he's doing well right now. It's lots of gateways. Double upgrades. As soon as he gets done, hopefully he does that. He sees the opponent. Sees what's going on. 3 Immortal. That's a lot. Now, does he have charge? He's working on charge now. So yeah, he'll have charge. He already has blink. He does not have vision. Disruptors is the name of the game here for the Archaic. The Mighty Ant looks like he wants to cause problems. Just don't lose units when you do this harassment. Your control better be on top of it. Here it is. Oh, you gotta get out of there. That's a bad blink. You're gonna lose 1. Oh, he gets out. It's time. Oh, now he's losing 1. Okay, the Archaic chasing. He's got a bigger army. Mighty Ant is warping in on the slow pylons. But this is scary. He's got a Disruptor here, and he's gonna run right into it. Unnatural surround, though. Let's see the Disruptor shot. There is shield batteries here. A few blinks here that was ill-advised. And he's just gonna get run over. Charge slots, 3 Immortals, more Stalkers, and that Disruptor hit. That's just gonna do it, guys. It's a game of macro, and he did not macro. And now, Archaic is gonna take game 1 by a very strong... It's not even a timing. He just figured, let me attack. I don't think he had the timing in mind. If anything, it's Mighty Ant that had the timing because he had the upgrade. So, but he... Oh, and there's that Disruptor is the key. Gotta kill that Disruptor. And he does blink right before... Right after he kills that, but he's gonna lose both bases. He's stuck on 1 base. I don't think he has any hope of pushing out. He's gonna be broke. He's gonna be outnumbered. And he should be GGing here soon. There's no DT comeback here. I don't see any Dark Templars. Yeah, there's no hope for that. And this is just outmanned and outgunned. And that'll do it for game 1, guys. Alright, game 2. It's on beta C. We'll load that up. And see, just like that, we're loading up to the next match. It's replays.
You're watching FSL Season 6.
Alright, taking game 1. The Protoss player.
The Archaic.
Oh, and this time he's playing Terran. And this is his weakest race. He might have been gone. He might have gone random, because I don't see him picking this.
Mighty Ant.
You know, like on purpose. Because I'm pretty sure he said Terran was his weakest race. So this is not looking good for him. He might get 2-0'd right here. like a quick bop, because the archaic is pretty solid and you cannot fall behind. You know, Mighty Ant had a nice start. He just did not make units. He just kind of stopped. Mighty Ant was constantly making workers. I mean, I'm sorry, the archaic was constantly making workers. Mighty Ant stopped. He fell behind, even though he had the Nexus earlier, both Nexuses. He still was behind in workers. So he had the money, so it just means he's not making workers. You know, pressing that E button while moving around. That's basically a skill. So it's not necessarily APM. It's just, you know, not practicing that. That's something you guys may want to practice. Just keep making stuff. The archaic is... What's he doing? He spots that it's Terran. So yeah, he's gonna get this first. Instead of getting the early Nexus. Now let's see what Mighty Ant will do here. My hope is he does not do the Reaper, because when he does Reaper, then he's microing it, and then at home, nothing's happening, and then he falls behind. And if he kills one pro, big deal, right? He then doesn't make 6 workers. So I hope he does not do Reapers. There you go, and he hasn't so far. He's just doing a little add-on here, a reactor, so you can make 2 Marines or whatever at a time, 2 Reapers at a time, or 2 Marines. Good scout here for Mighty Ant. Now it's time to go home and do what you need to do. And he hasn't made his yeah, and this is another thing, right? He hasn't made his orbital here, so he should do that soon. After this SCV, let's see. There it is. Nice job. Alright, so he's going home. He's gonna get a safety bunker, which I love. And he's gonna get a free probe. Very cool. A second barracks, gateway here for the archaic. And is this? Yeah, it's 3 racks for Mighty Ant. Okay. I like this, especially if he surprises the archaic here. But the archaic usually makes a sentry, so he can do hallucinated phoenix, so he doesn't catch him off guard. So that's the thing. I think he's gonna make a sentry for scouting eventually. Can he hit him before that happens? He's gonna need stim, so probably not. So yeah, he looks like he's gonna get double reactor. Double tech lab, so then he can do the stim and presumably the shield, combat shield. And Mighty Ant is going to scout with this 1 Marine and do the down here also. The archaic with 2 stalkers in the back just to be safe. Void Ray, interesting. More gateways. Mighty Ant is making workers pretty good in this game. He's only behind by 2 workers. Usually Terran is behind quite a bit at this point in time, but I think because the archaic did not do Nexus earlier, he did a late one right after his cyber and a second gas, so that may explain it. But still, you know, within 1 worker, it's amazing. So Mighty Ant is doing really well here, and this build looks really good for him. He's got combat shield and shield battery. He even has 2 marauders ready already. The archaic usually makes a sentry. This time he's not, actually. He's just gonna play defensive and hope that nothing is coming his way that he can't handle with just these units. The Marine is moving across. Unfortunately, misses that probe. So this probe, when he gets up here, he's gonna see it's definitely bio. And charge is being upgraded by the archaic with lots of gateways. Okay, so Mighty Ant is getting a mine. What did he actually see? I know he saw the bunker and probably the marauder shot, but I love what he's doing here, though. Mighty Ant has a Marine on each side here. And he's adding now the starport. The Archaic playing super defensive. He's actually not even taking a third base just yet. He's just making Void Rays. Oh, that's Oracle. Okay, so that's what he's going to use for scouts. Charge is already done, guys. And there you go. That's his third base. Let's see if Mighty Ant expands. They're even in workers. Much better game for Mighty Ant. Although he just got supply blocked. Yikes. Can he drop a mule? Yeah, he can. I mean, drop a supply. What do you guys call that one? A supply drop, right? Yeah, he should have done that because he's kind of slowed down his production there, being supply blocked like that. And Oracle, let's see what this thing can do. Main job is to scout what the heck's going on. Maybe even kill some workers. But it seems like it's rotating because it found the Marine. It's going to take care of that Marine. Mighty Ant is expanding. I love this. He has a turret here, which is very odd. But okay, there you go. He makes a turret in his mineral lines. Very good. Oracle. And there's the tag. He spots that and the third base. Ooh, Mighty Ant's gonna do a mine drop. Does he have an armory? No armory for him. Oh, and he loses the SCV. This thing stops building. But he does have a mine drop right here. You know, Mighty Ant's playing well in this one, but he can't wait too long. And he needs the medevac. He opts to get a reactor here. Oh, and he has Storm, doesn't he? Yeah, there's Storm. That could be really bad. First Mighty Ant's drop. Mighty Ant drops it. Mine. Oh, beautiful hits. But then the fight is happening here. Can Mighty Ant survive this, though? He has a lot of bio. I think he'll be fine. Yeah, this is a lot of bio. Oh, why is he afraid? I think he can fight this. Oh, this is a great hit. Nice storms, though. Mighty Ant's still ahead in workers. And he might even get this Void Ray. He does! Oh, man. Mighty Ant's bio looking good. But he does force a... the Archaic forces a liftoff. Oh, is he making a brand new command center? I think he he just realized it. He's got these Templars getting energy again. If Mighty Ant had a bit more... He has a lot of money. Look at he has 2,000 minerals. If he had just made more barracks, he'd have a lot of bio and be pushing now. But he was a little bit busy with the mine drop, which killed 9 workers. So it's pretty good, right? I think he killed the Oracle there. Oh, I don't know about this. Gotta run. Yeah, he's scaring him. Mighty Ant does not know. Sees a big army, but the Archaic does not know how many is back there. Oh, and he's gonna spot the new base. Nice job. But his standing army is so small. Mighty Ant just stopped producing. Yeah, these are not producing. The Archaic cancels it. He got scared of his very small force. What he doesn't know is Mighty Ant hasn't been macroing, so... And he figures, you know what? I have so much money. Let me just make more barracks. And that's really what you want to do, guys. Make extra barracks, make extra command centers. You have 2,000 plus minerals. Gotta spend it, because look, the Archaic is spending his money. Look how many gateways he has. That is a lot of gateways, guys. So macro is the name of the game here. Oh, that's a planet. That's a planetary. Wow, the Archaic even made a planetary, guys. So he doesn't want to die now. However, I mean, he doesn't need an orbital at this point, right? Maybe just for scans, because he doesn't need any more money. His problem isn't money. His problem is the units. He just doesn't have enough units. How's his upgrades? No, he hasn't started the upgrades, and neither has the Protoss. This is gonna be a pretty nice 2 medevac drop. I would love for him to attack up front and then drop in the back at the same time. Supply is about the same, so that's the good news. And look, even the Archaic is beginning to go up in what do you call that? Money. Mighty Ant does take a 4th base, and here comes the drop, which is just kind of waiting here. Mighty Ant adding more infrastructure, probably after he hotkeys that. And a scan here doesn't really tell him too much. Here comes the drop. Kill some workers. The Archaic is slow to react. He's gonna kill the upgrades. Yeah, he's gonna get at least one of them. Very nice. The Void Race decide to fight. And look, the Archaic is scared to go back because he thinks there's gonna be an attack up front, but what he doesn't know is Mighty Ant is not gonna be attacking at the front and in the back. This one Marine forces a cancel. I think he's giving Mighty Ant too much credit here. You can see it's really just a one-dimensional attack for Mighty Ant. And he has 101 workers. Mighty Ant's econ is taken off. You just gotta spend the money. Although the Archaic himself can't spend the money now. Good scan. Look, Mighty Ant has supply-wise, the Archaic and Mighty Ant are pretty close. It's really about the storms, right? But army-wise, the Archaic's army is bigger because Mighty Ant's army has more workers in it. 105 workers. What? $106. He just keeps going. You know, we told him it's like you need to make workers, and now he's doing it. Now he's over making workers. Joke's on you. He doesn't need any workers frozen. He's got so many. Look, these aren't even working. All right, here's the big attack. He should cancel this. No cancel. He has no tanks, no ghosts, just a bunch of Marines and SCVs here. He's gonna eat some bad storm here in a minute. And decent control here to get away, but these storms are deadly. This is a planetary, so that's the good news. Oh, he's not repairing. Mighty Ant is not. Okay, he is repairing now. And here comes the reinforcements. The storm, of course. And he stops repairing. He needs to repair again. There's the repair again. Yeah, this planetary is hard to kill, guys. He recalls. He survives. Oh, he recalls the Templars. So overall, it's just really a trade of army. Okay, so Mighty Ant's now at a reasonable 72 worker supply. He just needs bigger army at this point. He has one medevac. He did this reactor, but he's made one. Well, I guess he only has one medevac. He's lost probably a couple. But he hasn't really been making medevacs either. He is getting ghosts. Well, at least he has the ghost tech. He's getting the cloak. The archaic, he's just constantly upgrading, just macroing. He's gonna work on Colossus, it looks like. Yeah, Colossus. He's getting the range. And Mighty Ant is now gonna expand twice, which I like. And you can see Mighty Ant does not F2, guys, because his marine here at the towers have sat there the whole time. And Mighty Ant is now making workers again. Ghosts are incoming. Oh my gosh, there's 4 Colossi. That'll crush his bio army here. He needs ghost EMPs for the storm, but the problem is this Colossi, he needs a lot more Marauders. He does have a few Marauders. Okay, here we go. Can he save this? Mighty Ant. He's gonna go. Oh, he's gonna abandon. He doesn't even cancel his base. But he's just gonna abandon. And he's gonna go and attack. But the problem is he's going on a high ground attack here. He's gonna get stormed to death. Watch this. And he's not coming from 2 sides. Although there is a stasis here. The ghost died. I don't think it was able to throw. Oh, these mines will be pretty good. There's more mines. And there's still that planetary, guys. The repair begins. But is that enough? The planetary is still holding strong. These mines, if they reload... Oh my gosh, this turret is shooting down the Colossus. And boom! The mines did fire. And it's gonna fire again here at the bottom, right here. These mines, guys. A recall by the Archaic. Mighty Ant loses a lot of his army. And his workers. There's ghosts, but Mighty Ant did expand twice, so he's still gonna live another day to fight a bit more. But let's go see what is going on. 2-2 versus 1-1 upgrades, and the Archaic is already expanded everywhere. Mighty Ant is now gonna go for a massive drop of SCVs. He loaded SCVs and mines. The ghosts are here to cause problems. He has SCVs and mines on his drop. Yeah, at this point, mine drop. He's probably like, "What is this SCV drop?" Yeah, the mine drop doesn't really do much at this point. Look, the Archaic already has a lot of money, so he needs to do actual drops that kill, like infrastructure. And he is making units again. He is denying this base, so that's the good news. Well, for now, it's about to get crushed by this huge charge lot army. Alright, it's a drop, and this time it's actual fighting units. Mighty Ant has recovered his workers. Supply to 62 versus 67. The Archaic has so much money. Here's the drop. He inadvertently brings some Marauders here. There are 4 cannons here. So he should drop right here and cause some problems. But these Stalkers are more than enough, especially with the shield battery. Archaic really wants to close this game out, but just doesn't know how far ahead he is, because Mighty Ant is broke. Look at the money. Mighty Ant does have a lot of gas, but it's not like he's Protoss where he can make Templars and just like make a ton of Archons or something. And now Mighty Ant is gonna try to work on this side. It's such a big. This second game is quite a bit of a game, right? 21 minutes already. Mighty Ant with 75 workers. The Archaic only 53. He doesn't need any more workers. He is gonna finish this base off. And now Mighty Ant may get attacked and with no escape here. Yeah, they gotta be careful now. Those mines are pretty far back. There's a base racing area? That's just not enough army. Look how many observers the Archaic has. Let's see if the Archaic recalls. That's a huge army, guys. A nuke would be nice here. A couple of nukes. But yeah, the Archaic says, I'm just gonna kill your base. Maybe I'll recall after. There's another base down here. The mine killed all but one observer, guys. And now the observer's gone. There's one here. There's more mines here. So I think... yeah, his army here is pretty big, but here come a lot of storms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Watch. Good EMP. Oh, the army's still alive, but there's no more healing. He forgot his medevacs. Oh no, the medevacs are up here, guys. He could have been healing this, and that's gonna do it. It's gonna be a 2-0. No money. Pretty good game, actually. Alright, so no game 3. So we're gonna head into our next match, which is the 2v2, Noka versus Eclipse. So hopefully we got that replay files properly this time, huh? Okay, we did get the replay files properly. Alright, 2v2. We're gonna head right into it right away, guys. We're gonna knock these games out, and then we'll go to the Code S match here in the bottom right. The Terran player,
DLS Nizel,
and his partner,
Stu Blue 88.
This team is called Eclipse. In the top left is a Zerg player.
Gray.
And his partner,
Noob Lord.
yeah, this team is called Noka. You know, both teams are pretty good. I don't know who's gonna win. I mean, I would say, if I had to guess, 2-1 Noka. We'll see if I'm right. No idea, though. We are on map Rascallion. This map has a high ground, 2 high grounds, to the main bases and the expansion. So you're shared expansion here. So you're safer from rushes, because you're together. Nizel is gonna SCV Scout, while the standard Protoss Scout, Noob Lord, Will he block? Mizel doesn't block the Nexus. No, it doesn't block it. Zerg has already gotten his hatchery. There's the Nexus. So Noob Lord and Gray already took their expansions. Meanwhile, Stu Blue and Mizel a little bit slow to the party. That probe, is he gonna get away? He's locked in. So he does not know if they expanded or not. Right now. Well, Gray with the scout. He knows at least this one did not expand. Another hatchery for Gray. While these two are still on one base. Mizel playing it safe. I'm not sure why he did that. He saw the expansions. Yeah, he saw the expansions. I don't know why he didn't make it down here. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. You saw that your opponent expanded. Both of them did. So you know they're not rushing you. Which means you should be able to expand at the low ground. So I'm really shocked that he did that. He's a Code S player, so he should know better. By the way, two of them, actually 3 of them are Code A players. Mizel is a Code S player. A third command center for Mizel. He's not queuing up another tank. He's gonna make a starport. I mean, this is exactly what Noka wants. They want to be able to have their bases in macro. Okay. Glaive Adepts for Stu Blue. Are they gonna hit with a Adept timing, or is Stu Blue just gonna do it on his own? It's really hard to do harassment just on your own. You want to coordinate with your partner. Gray has Overlord speed. He is concerned. Stu Blue's Glaive Adapts is already done. And now he's gonna do something with these glaives. But they're falling behind already in workers because they really took a while to get their expansion. Although Mizel has 3 command centers. Gray with the Nidus. Ooh, where's he gonna plop that? I think. Oh, good catch here by Mizel. That'll prevent the Nidus. At least in the base. He still has another Overlord here. There's a good catch by Mizel. Prism. Presumably those are charged lots. Yeah, they're charged lots. Okay. So a Nidus. And Gray is gonna get an Overseer so he can be faster, even faster, right? Because he already has Overlord speed. Look how fast that Overseer. The Prism is spotted, and there's the Nidus. They're gonna attack together. However, Stu Blue with a quick reaction. Oh, and they're gonna shut this down, I think. Yeah, he shuts it down. Nice job. So very good timing here. So let's see where he tries a Nidus again or whatever. But you know, even though they failed to do that, get the Nidus in. Worker-wise, they're looking pretty good. Stu Blue needs another base. Or they should go. They go for a big attack. Well, as I say that, look how big the Gray's army is, and Noob Lord with some static defense. I like the shield battery in the mineral line. Noob Lord with his patented charge lot build. He is getting another base. This is a good sensor tower for Mizel. And yeah, game 1 here is off to a slow start because they were being super careful. After this, guys, reminder, we're going to have the Code S match. Stu Blue gets his Nexus. Gray's supply is out of control. 162. Although, admittedly, that's a lot of roaches. Not, it's just supply bloated. This tank is not in position. Actually, he has 2 tanks. 3. Okay. He just needs to get him. He spots them. I love how he scans even though he can see it already.
Out a mineral field.
Need those tanks together. And they need to fight together. Here it is. And they hold this. The Biles gets rid of 1 tank, but that's a lot of roaches, guys. Does he have enough? Stu Blue running back. They're just gonna lift and try to hold from the high ground. There's only 4 factories here for Mizel, so he really can't produce that much. He might even lose his command center. But this game is really the issue. There's another tank on the high ground. There's 2 more tanks. Maybe they can hold this. They can somehow stabilize here and protect the tanks. The tanks will keep shelling at them. That's a lot of lost units though, a lot of lost workers. The Thor is by himself. I think they broke in through. Game 1 is gonna go to Noka. There's not enough units, I guess. It's just a macro game. They fell behind early because they did not expand, so no vision to kill that tank. But now he will. There it is. And just to parade the units, just to finish him off. It's just not possible to come back at this point. Mizel tries to land that, but the problem here is just not enough units. You just can't hold this. This is a giant force. The last tank will go down. Storm is nice. Too little, too late. And we're gonna go to a game 2, guys. It's taking a while to leave here, but they're so far behind. It's just not possible, guys. They got all the map here already covered. You know, when you're playing a game, you think you still have a chance if you hold this, but we can see everything. So game 1. It's Noka taking game 1. Alright, so game 2 is on Emerald City. Let's load up that replay. And hopefully that file works. There you go.
Season 6.
Alright, bottom right once again.
DLS Mizel.
And his partner.
Stu Blue 88.
This is Team Eclipse. And for Team Noka.
Noob Lord.
And his Zerg partner.
Gray.
Alright, let's see what Eclipse will do differently. Because they took a while to expand, really. That was the big problem. Gray is going to get the gold first. You know what? He's noticed that these guys don't really rush him. Why not take the gold as your first expansion? But he's probably going to wait just a little bit longer. Till Noob Lord confirms. So what does he do? He gets a pool. And Noka, they do this thing where they share the gas, right? Instead of losing a drone, Noob Lord creates an assimilator and Noka's teammate, Gray, can mine from it. Yeah, so he sees it's safe. Gray then takes the gold. Yeah, see, there you go. He didn't have to lose a drone. He just starts mining. Using the Protoss assimilator. Let's see what Mizel and them have planned. Mizel's mech on that one just did not have enough firepower. They did expand faster this time though, so I like this. But there's a gold, and they don't know about it. That's what I don't like. Mizel, will you spot the gold? Mizel. Good job here, Gray, not going to the gold here and tipping him off. He's like, yeah, no, I was actually just gonna mine up here. I'm not mining on anywhere else, just up here. Let's see what Mizel does. He's gonna go home. He's not gonna check the gold. Gray might lose his Overlord though. Let's see. The second Marine comes in. This is getting likely. 2 Marines shooting at it. With 1, maybe not. Maybe he gets away, but with 2, probably not gonna get away. Yeah. Gray even has something to watch the gold. Okay, so Gray has the gold, but he has not mined in it again. Once the guy leaves, you can kind of send workers there, or boom, this is your priority. Get the workers. What's the plan here? A mine drop for Mizel. Or just 1 mine, not a drop, because there's no starport yet. So 3 racks with a mine. Stu Blue again. DT, okay. I like when Protoss does DT builds, because you know, if you get too greedy and no detection, you're gonna die. There's the starport, a second mine. So Marines and mine, and presumably a dropship, medevac. There's the mining of the gold. Gray is loving life. He's been left alone to mine that gold. Blink for Stu Blue, and DT is done. DT is done, but you know, he rushed the DT. He should probably make... This is where Stu Blue can make a pylon here, and then boom, warp in DTs and send them. But, you know, he got the DT, but he's not using it right now. You can't warp it in, so it's kind of pointless. Timing is pointless. So very late. If he just had the pylon here. Can you imagine? If the pylon was here, he would be doing damage right now. Split up the DTs. Big problems for Team Noka. So his timing is just not there for that yet. And he only has 2 gateways. So that's another issue. He might be supply blocked soon too. Okay, there you go. He adds 2 pylons. While Mizel is looking to do a drop. If he only flies by the gold. Ooh. Would have been great. But he doesn't. In fact, he flies to where Gray would probably not see that. But this is really where you want to kill workers. So then they're not mining the gold. But hey. At this point, just kill something, right? Huge army now by Gray and Noob Lord, while the drop is incoming, which might have gotten seen. 1 mine, 2 mines, 3 mines, all here. Interesting. 1, 2. Okay, well, Mizel loads up 2 of the mines, and he does. This mine is still here. Noob Lord and Gray are looking to kill them. DTs. Oh man, he has DTs. If only Stu Blue. He can actually warp in DTs. Now he's gonna drop him and try to help. While Mizel's gonna do a mine drop. These DTs are here, but oh, Stu Blue did not send it. Can they hold it here? And the mine drop by Mizel is here. He doesn't drop it. He's too busy. The DTs, though, there is no detection. Yeah, there is no detection for the DTs. The mines do kill, so they somewhat stabilize here. Yeah, they survive because of the DT, but Stu Blue needs to go on the other side because he knows. Okay, so they're morphing dropper lords. I mean, what do you call those things? Overseers now. So they force him back, which is good. However, Gray's supply is huge. The mine drop here again. Very good mine drop. So, DLS Mizel's mine drops have been very successful. Use, let's say the workers. Yeah, he really did a number on the Protoss player. Noob Lord lost so many workers. He's down to 22. The problem is Gray. He's even taking another base. He's fit. DLS Mizel is not producing here either. Look at that. Yeah, he finally does. Stu Blue has Blink, but I haven't seen him utilize it really and be active on the map. He is going to do a drop of DTs. Oh, he passed by here if he'd only dropped a DT here, but he didn't. Mizel's gonna do these Raven harass, which won't do much. You know, it's kind of late in the game for these little harassments, right? It's already 8.5 minutes. You need to focus on powering up, I think, at this point, right? So, and Stu Blue has not sent it. If he had sent this, he would have done so much damage. But now this stuff's gonna get through. Yeah, Mizel's dealing with. Oh, too bad for Stu Blue. He's just kind of sitting there this whole time. If you're gonna make DTs, send it right away, guys. There's no point making DTs that early. You're not even sending it. So, and now he's gonna. It's a bit late, as you can see. He is gonna find the other base, and he can kill that. He sees the creep, but I guess he just ignored it. He didn't see it. These 4 DTs can kill this spine though, easily, and then that'll force back the Zerg to deal with it. These DTs will be goners. And here's the big fight at the bottom. This is actually a good fight because the Protoss and Terran are together versus one Zerg. So you know, Mizel and them can win this if they go together. These DTs. Still alive. Okay, here's a big push. There's an Immortal here. There's tanks here. Where is... Nooblord is gonna sandwich him from behind though. Oh, they're gonna get sandwiched. Stu Blue is gonna try to reinforce. But they are sandwiched. And they're dead. Fall behind there. Supply drops for them. He didn't even kill this base. It's time to retreat, Mizel. Get out of there. And there's no shield battery here at this new base. Not that it matters. There's just way too many units here, guys. The last stand on the high ground. There's just too many opponent units here. This is gonna end it. They're gonna back off. Come on, back off. Finish him off. There's one tank, and this is a nice choke. There's a Void Ray. Can they hold this? There's a Ghost. Oh, this choke is nice. This choke is really nice. There are lurkers. But, oh man. Nooblord drops to 75. Okay, they're gonna end up throwing this game if they keep doing that. I still think they have the advantage. Oh, but Nooblord's gonna lose his army. He's by himself. Gray. Oh, I think they're beginning to throw this. Another Immortal goes down. Stu Blue and Mizel are together, so... Okay, sorry guys, I'm typing too. Okay, maybe this game is not over yet. You know, Gray keeps doing this and he keeps losing so many units for free. And I think they might have just thrown the game, guys. If Stu Blue and Mizel push, I think they have this game. This attack is not enough. He's gonna get out of there. DTs are gonna go do some harassment. Oh, he's finally gonna see that he can kill this base, and that's a big deal. Or is he not? Oh man, Stu Blue. He just passed by it. He didn't drop the DTs. He could have killed this. He might not have realized it's there. He just went to the corner, but he's not looking, so. Okay, Mizel is gonna do harassment on the left side. No, you can't kill this anymore because look at a huge army. Gray just really wants to butt his head into this choke here. And Gray didn't even get the lurker upgrade. Oh. Okay, let's see if he forces his way up here. There is a drop here by Mizell. A recall. That's not enough. Oh, but he's getting out of there. Oh, man. Right into the cannon. Yeah, that wasn't good. Okay, but a big attack here. Gray did finally bust through. The planetary probably can't hold this, right? There's lurkers here too. The scan reveals it, but they don't have enough units to kill the lurkers. And the Hydras. The planetary is still alive, but Stalkers are terrible against that lurker. Oh, what? What is his upgrades like? How come he got crushed there? Gray has no Carapace upgrade. Okay, this game keeps going back and forth, guys. Nooblord now will do a counterattack. He decides to back off a little bit. More lurkers for Gray. Gray loves them lurkers. Imagine if he dropped his DT here. He would have wiped out this base, and maybe Gray's out of money or base anyway, so. But alas, that's not what happened. There's a lot of lurkers. And he's gonna try for it. There's an insane amount of lurkers. Mizell's just gonna abandon it. Like, forget it. I can't kill that many lurkers, even though it doesn't have the upgrades. Nooblord's gonna push in. I think Nooblord has enough. There are 2 carriers here for Stu Blue, but 2 carriers are very weak. I think this game's about to end, guys. They had a chance. They almost came back here. We're gonna delay it a little bit, but there's no answering those the lurkers though can't. I don't think it can reach the tank, so they'll be alive for a while. Yeah, the tank will keep shooting. Oh, he blinks right in there. Oh no, man! But he does have. Oh my gosh, this game's gonna go on a bit more because Gray keeps throwing away his units. Although, there's 4 carriers with very little interceptors. Okay, never mind. It's just too much. It's just too many units. This is gonna end it, guys. Alright. That's Team Noka. No third game. Which means we'll head right into our Code S match. Instability and Dark Menace. Let's get them on video and let's get this party started. Let's go talk to them and Alright, joining us now is Instability and Dark Menace. What's up, guys? How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Cool. So this game got postponed, right? But now it's here. It's gonna happen, I think. Pending internet issues, right? Instability, how you feeling?
Probably less confident than before it was postponed.
Oh, why is that?
I feel like I've just been playing less or worse.
Worse, okay. And Dark Menace?
Basically the same.
Okay. I think though the good news here is I think stability you're in the playoffs regardless. I think. So yeah, if we take a look at the schedule, I think you are already in the playoffs given what we got going on. You have your next games is against Sir Malagant and Dark Menace. Even if you lose both games, I think because you beat DLS Mizel head to head, even if you have the same score as him, you are still in the playoffs. So that's the good news. Does that help you feel a little bit, more at ease?
Not really, because I probably won't be able to practice for the playoffs either.
Okay, well, that's too bad. But anyway, listen, good luck to you guys tonight. We'll chat with you guys on the other side.
See you later, Jeff.
Good luck.
This casting here will be very minimal. Let's go load up the maps. You guys can see we tried this last time. We're gonna start from scratch. Tropical Sacrifice for game 1, Stargazers for game 2, and Data Sea for game 3. If we get a game 3. So let's get this going. PVZ, guys. This should be pretty good. Alright, let's go do this. Loading up in the game for Tropical Sacrifice. This should be pretty good. Here you go, guys. The big match finally here.
You are watching FSL Season 6.
In the top right, we have the Protoss player.
Instability.
The Zerg player.
Dark Menace.
Alright guys, we're gonna see how this plays out. We're gonna let their play do most of the talking. We're just gonna give some commentary based on high level things that's happening. So score-wise, I think these guys are pretty close. Although last season Instability did have the edge. This season though, I think Dark Menace is the edge. Based on what I'm hearing from her lack of confidence, I'm gonna say this is a 2-0 Dark Menace. But we'll see. Instability is weird like that. Sometimes she says, I haven't practiced, I haven't played well, and then she wins, right? So Good scout for her. Sees nothing's amiss. Looks like our internet issues are not happening this time around. So Instability has good internet. That's the good news. Dark Masters, it looks like a fast third base. Which of course, the stability. That's her vision right there. This is Dark Menace's vision. I like the positioning here. Very nice. So walling as a Protoss, man, that's always something that's really a challenge sometimes, you know? Very odd wall. Yeah, pretty decent vision here for Dark Menace here with his spread. He's gonna see that first one. And yeah, he's gonna go in there with his Overlord. Just in time to spot. Did he see that though? That's the key. I think he's preoccupied with his Adept, so we'll see if this thing can do enough something. His Adept is going to die. Yeah, I guess he didn't see this, because now it's in the base. Very nice. Stability was ooh, she pulls away too fast. She could have killed more workers than that. Oh, she could have definitely killed 2-3 more, right? But she pulled away. And Dark Menace with double Evo and Baneling Nest. Getting the layer upgrade. Multiple voids for Insta. Disability with a sentry, look at that. Oh, good kill here, 3 for instability. Yeah, worker-wise, it's pretty good for her right now. So this is pretty good for Protoss at the moment, right? Because the worker advantage there is non-existent for Zerg. Although he is getting a fort base. Instability. That's her next level of tech. So yeah, she's gonna pair that charge with voids. I like it. I like it. Oh, she canceled something. I'm not sure what she canceled. Oh, I thought, you know what? She canceled a I think it was a forge that she canceled, and she's adding more games. I love this. I think you definitely want to play where you're. I don't think she wants to like go super long type game. Just go for it. Go really strong attack, so that makes sense, right? Now for Dark Menace, going to hide your lane, and Bane, presumably. The Overseer spots the two Void Rays. So Dark Menace knows there's at least two. Now this Templar, what's she gonna do? She's gonna make Archon? She's not researching the Storm yet, so I guess she's gonna make Archon. Yeah, that's what she's doing. I think we're gonna see a timing here, although Dark Menace is on the move. No shield battery here. Interesting. This is hard to call. Oh, the chart's about to finish up too. And it does finish, but no shield battery, which is kind of an issue. There's the big attack. Oh, the Archon is gonna absorb the Baneling hit, but no, he moved the Banelings to absorb the Bane, you know, to the actual correct stuff. So that was pretty good by Dark Menace, but I think there's just too many here. We'll see. Yeah, this is good defense here by Instability. I don't think Dark Menace had enough there, so he's gonna back off a little bit. Instability survives the assault. She has a lot of money, guys. And her next level is what? She kept her Void Ray, so yeah, she's just gonna push. Dark Menace sees it, recruits the queens to fight, and is she gonna drive? He's trying to drive her back. Oh no! Oh, good catch here on the Archon. I don't know if he has enough. He's gonna try again. Yeah, this doesn't seem like it's enough, but he is picking off the units slowly. Got reinforcements coming here. He's gonna do it with Banelings, which is the right call, but I think he's morphing it too close, and he's gonna lose that army because he morphed the Banelings too close. Yeah, he didn't. And oh man, he should not have morphed that too close, and he's forced to back off. Instability survives another assault and gets a fourth base. Wow. And yeah, she's researching Storm now. Transitioning. Dark Menace is... Yeah, he was really aggressive on that. Now he's forced to drone back up. But look, there's no real advantage for Dark Menace there. Dark Menace does see the expansion attempt. Yeah, he sends 4 links here, which ain't gonna do enough. Unless his ability is not paying attention. In which case, it does kill 2 workers. Storm is the next level. Let's see what Dark Menace does here, because he really threw away a lot of units, forcing himself into that choke, or into the army. And his ability was able to defend with no shield batteries. I'm like, what? If there were shield batteries there, it wouldn't even be close. Upgrade wise, pretty good upgrades for Dark Menace. Actually, he's going 1-1. She kept her Void Rays? Yeah, she has her Void Rays. I think the Instability forgot about. She forgot about shield batteries, guys. Dark Menace finally has 80 workers. That's really what you want to be. You can even go 100. And she does get her 5th base. Yep, Storm did finish it. She's adding a lot of infrastructure, and now she's gonna work on her upgrades too, in addition to the robotics bay for maybe Colossus or Disruptor or something. That's a lot of Archons. So Dark Menace does have Lurker Tech, and is he going Hive? Yeah, he already has a Hive. Okay, with the upgrades. Okay, that's pretty big. So at this point, when Zerg has the Lurkers with the upgrades, you're gonna need not Colossus, but Disruptors. So that's what you're supposed to do. But now, both of them are actually pretty comfortable where they're at. It's just that head to head, you know, the Lurkers is an issue for instability, I think. She is finally gonna protect her base with cannons. A little late there, but Darkman is gonna punish her for it. A little slow on that, and he's gonna macro up. They're both maxed out, so we're gonna expect to see some action. And actually, upgrade-wise, Dark Menace is doing a great job with the upgrades. Dark Menace spots a lot of cannons. Throws away a few lings. His gas count is pretty low, but money-wise, he's okay. He's looking for an angle, and he is gonna find one finally, right here. Oh, but he's gonna try to sneak in. Instead, he likes to do these run-bys. He's gonna try to sneak that. I don't know, man. Can he not see that? I think he can see. She can see that. Or will she not see it? Healer? 14 workers died. She did not see it, I guess. That evens, you know, I guess they had even amount of workers, but now she's gonna push in. Or is she? She has the Oracle for detection. There's a lot of lurkers here, though. With the upgrades. And he's about to get 3-3 too, so it's not like these are easy. Now she realizes, oh. She's maxed out though. So she really can't make the she can't make disruptors just because she's maxed out. This base is open, she didn't know about it. And he's not getting the gas here, but he does have another base. Oh, okay, there's the detector. There's one observer. He's letting her kill. Oh, here's the big attack. This is a do or die here. Does he have enough? I think that was a. Oh man, there's two Colossus. This is so close. Really close. Two Colossus live. The reinforcements are here though, as well as the charge lots. Oh, this is a bad fight. He backs off. More. Okay, wow, guys. That was a nice fight. But Darkness loses a lot of workers on that. And he's gonna transition to a charged lot, Ling, Corruptor. Does get the observer. Oh. Actually, there's no answer to these. The Corruptors. Oh, he might actually get these. Oh, I think he. Oh man, no protection on the Colossi. He's gonna. She loses 3 Colossi. That was pretty close because if she kept the 4 Colossi, she might be able to hold this. As it stands, she just neglected to protect the Colossi there. She does still have a lot of money, so maybe she can deflect this. But here come the reinforcements. Darkman is not a lot of workers, no bank either, but he's really adamant about doing this. Yeah, he's looking for the kill. He even has Broodlords morphing in the back, which is smart. Is there air? No air, nothing air. So yeah, the Broodlords are gonna rule. What a game one. This is pretty good, actually, game one, guys. Stability kind of cornered in here. She is making a void ray. What else is she doing? Just biding her time, and now she's gonna make the move. But there's just too much Zerg here. There's not enough storm. That's just it. And that was game one. It was a pretty good game one, guys. Honestly, could have gone either way. She had an advantage there. We're gonna head to Stargazers for game two. Yeah, she actually did really well. She had the advantage there. She had the bank. She had the army. Darkness forced his way up to the ramp. Yeah, Darkness forced his way up and kind of lost too much. He had the Baneling too close, so he kind of got wrecked there. So Instability took a nice lead. However, the problem was, I think she just let her corruptors, the corruptors kill the Colossi. She lost 4 Colossi there. So that was the issue. Because I think she could have held this. And she would have had a nice lead and maybe even push back. Because Dark Menace had no money. So she had the chance to win that one. Alright, game 2, guys. On Stargazers.
You're watching FSL Season 6.
Alright, Protoss player.
Instability. Dark Menace.
Yeah, that was a pretty good game one. Could have won by either party. Although Instability had a nice lead. She just... a couple of bad exchanges there, particularly losing 4 Colossi to the Corruptors. She had no protection of it. See what happens here in game 2. So Darkman is with a pretty standard opener here. Instability does scout. And Darkman is just now scouting. Instability, let's see. And he confirms it's a standard opener as well. Dark Menace does take a third after confirming she's not cheesing, because he saw the Nexus and then the Cyber, so she had a pretty good opener in that last game. Honestly, she had the lead. And good scouting here for Darkness. He went the long way to look in the back. Yeah, both of these players, they're typically very standard type players. Maybe once in the blue moon they may cheese, I'm not sure. So that was something you gotta pay attention to, the way this is with these guys, these two. They're mostly gonna play standard, but once in a while they will cheese you. Speedling's gonna take care of that scouting probe, the early warning probe. He's gonna see no expansion. There is a back expansion here though, so just keep that in mind. That's not necessarily she's two basing here. Dark Menace is just droning away. Spreading creep, all the normal stuff that you expect, sir. But he is getting Overlord speed just to make sure he scouts anything shenanigans. So yeah, he's gonna get Overlord speed. And she even put spores already. So and yep, sees that. There's two
in the shadows.
Just follow this.
You finished off a mineral cluster.
Yeah, so she's being super careful with her oracles here. She doesn't just dive in there to kill workers. Macro Hatcher for Dark Menace with his fourth base. Spreading creep. Another oracle. This speed overlord thing is pretty cool because then you get to scout really well, see what's going on. This had enough of that. So stalkers and oracle. Okay, let's see. I think this reminds me of the with Blink 2. This reminds me of the hero build. Let's see. This will be fun to watch. This is like the hero build. There's a pretty good force here for instability, and she's reinforcing now. Oh, she's miscontrolling this. And a good freeze here. She blinks right on top, and she's not using her oracles. Now she does. And the oracles run out of energy? Oh, I think the oracles ran out of energy. It would look pretty good, but yeah, it ran out of energy. She was trying to do the hero thing. But it ran out. Oh, and these guys gonna get caught. Nope. Good blink out there for instability. Dark Menace is getting upgrades, and Hydra and Mute. Okay. So his reaction, his reaction to this is mutilate. Because the mutas can't be killed by the Oracle. But she stopped making Oracle. She's getting charged now. I like this creative play, but doesn't seem like she's active enough to be doing this. And here comes the surprise mutas, and I think, oh man, she may need to recall. She has Blink Stalkers, so yeah, she's gonna recall and then try to take care of that. And then at front, she's kind of vulnerable. Good blink. Oh, that wipes out a lot of the Mutalisk actually, but the front is vulnerable now. She could cancel by her. She has a lot of stalkers. Oh, the mutas. They just kind of run around the rosy here. There's not a whole lot of mutas. Oh, but she moved it. I missed it. Okay, there you go. And she stopped making oracles, though. That's the thing. I think she needs the oracle. And now with the combined force, she can do some nice blink micro here. Although these stalkers are pretty hardy with no upgrades. She's pretty brave, but she did not activate the. That's just too many lings, and there's a lot here, so that's the problem. I think he just looked around. And there you go. That's gonna do it for game 2 and the match. Alright, let's go chit chat with these guys real quick and see their thoughts on the game. Perhaps she's not, well, let's talk to Dark Menace first. Oh, there she is. Okay. Alright, congrats, Dark Menace, on winning. Instability, how did you think the games went? You had some nice strategies there. What are your thoughts on game 1? Because it was really close. In fact, I think you had the advantage in game 1.
Yeah, I think I just threw game 1 super hard.
What do you think you did wrong?
I didn't have the game sense I normally have, so like, I guess I just forgot to warp in units. I missed a ton of warp ins, and I overextended.
Yeah, you lost four Colossi there to the Corruptors and no anti-air, or not enough time for the anti-air, but you definitely had the advantage. You had the income, the army, the expansions. Like, you look really good in game 1. Game 2, I saw you did. Was that the hero build you were trying?
Something like it.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. Just not enough oracles, I suppose. Is that something you're working on?
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't had a lot of time to practice it though.
Yeah, me neither. I play Protoss occasionally, and it's a very hard style to do. If you can make it work, I think it's fantastic, and it's a lot of fun. But all right, any final thoughts on the 2 games, Instability?
Not really, I just need to practice more, I guess.
Yeah, without practice, you really should have taken game 1. So that's looking pretty good for you. Dark Menace, tell us your thoughts on game 1 and 2.
So for game 1, I felt like I kind of had like a big army throw with the Vayne Morph there. And then game 2, I completely did not scout, but luckily I was able to get out enough lings and the queens were able to hold.
Actually, that's a good point. Early on in game 2, Instability had enough units to go in there and probably pounce and punish him because he didn't have any units. But I think you waited a little bit too long. Of course, you don't have map hacks, so you know. So that's the thing that we've seen with Dark Menace once in a while. He's just not ready for that big attack. So even though he won 2-0, it didn't look super, convincing. He looks a little shaky there, but it's regular season, and so we'll see how you guys do in the playoffs. All right. So we'll see you guys later. GG's.
GG's.
All right, guys. That's finally the match. We finally saw it. And so let's go over the results real quick. Right, so we saw 2 replay games today. And the Polaris Valhurt got postponed. But Noka won 2. I think it was 2-0. Yeah, it's 2-0. It was close. They could have had a 2-1, but they lost. So Noka 2-1. Eclipse almost took a game. Or 2-0, sorry. I just said that. And then Mighty Ant fell to the Mighty Archaic 2-0, 0-2. And then we just saw, yeah, so all 3 games are 0-2s. And then this one, the Polaris Valhurt, we'll have to reschedule that. But that'll do it for tonight's matches, guys. And you guys can see there's really only 2 sets of broadcasts left. 2 Sir Maligant games, Dark Menace Instability for the Code S. Gray, the Archaic to close off Code A. And then 3 2v2s to finish things off. So yeah, that'll do it for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. FSL Day 33. We're almost there for the playoffs. We'll see you guys next time.
What's up, guys? I'm here with the Roddy Army.
It's running, so...
Pretend I understand.
Hey, this is Lilo.
Hello, guys.
Hey.
Andre. Guys? Roddy's Army.
Yeah. Everyone up. Oh, by the way, we have another handover. Oh, so your personal driver also still needed his shirt. So we're ready to go. Vielen Dank.
Alex, I just heard that, I think it's your dad, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He just mentioned that apparently you like watching my videos. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Instability, Stu Blue, and Neutrophil. Good luck in the FSL. Protoss Power.
Hello, Meadow. Thank you for being my fan. I hope you can keep cheer for me and have a nice day with StarCraft.
For you, Meadow.
Hello, Meta. Keep playing StarCraft 2. Hope you enjoy the game.
Hey, Dark Man, keep playing Turk. It's fun and hopefully you'll get some good results. I'm cheering for you.
Sarah, what have you done?
Kerrigan, the die you cast. This is the last day. Your swarm darkens the sky of any planet.
Forget Minsk. Forget all of it.
When we are done here, I will return to my people and accept their judgment.
Command, we've found Kerrigan. She's holed up in a Zerg base. We've found Kerrigan. She's holed up.
I made my peace long ago.
Consider it done. For ire. Indeed.